Hi and welcome, Taurus. This is your reading that is timeless, so whenever you're here is the right time. We're using this tarot deck today, and we're using the Angel Tarot to pull a card at the beginning and at the end of the reading. All right, I'm doing the same routine for all 12 signs this go round, and then I'll change the cards up. Okay, so asking Spirit what card you need to see at the beginning of this reading. All right. Okay, and I just heard draw from the top. So this is it. The Star. Beautiful. Archangel Jophael. Happy times. Make positive, optimistic, long-term plans. On the right path. These cards are definitely gorgeous. Okay, so that's a very positive start. All right, and I heard that it's going to be a positive reading, is what they're telling me. So let us begin. All right, so so we got 3 cards right off the spot here. So we have four of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, and 3 of Wands. What you've been looking for is coming true for you, is what they're saying. It's like the feeling I'm getting is that maybe you always felt like someone was right behind you in some way. Like looking over your shoulder, maybe you felt like you were under the microscope at work or whatever, but I feel like that's been cleared away from you. It's like there's no one standing behind you. You know, that feeling like somebody could pounce out or whatever that feeling was for you. That's what I'm getting here. Like that is no longer there. You have commanded what it is that you want. I feel like for some of you, you've actually gotten angry with the situation, maybe angry at God, somehow you have let off some steam. You have like maybe had a private moment where you spoke out loud about what you will or won't accept anymore. It's like you finally get to that point where you're like, this is it, you know, and then you just start rattling off all this stuff, and it's like very therapeutic then for you. But I feel like that is where some of you have had that experience, and it's like you've come to the end of your road and you want to take charge of your life from this point on, whatever that point was, whenever that was. But you are taking charge of your life. The Magician. So talk about taking charge, right? I also feel like Saint Germain. If anybody is like into Saint Germain, I just saw a flash of him. So he's here with us, and he's the great alchemy person. If you know about Saint Germain, he was able to turn other metals into gold, and he lived I don't know how long, and there's just the whole story, how many lives he's had and all these things. But I feel like his presence is here and telling you that you have all these materials, and now it's almost like you're standing up. Like here is Taurus, you're sitting down, you're powerful, you're ready. But the next card, it's like, I'm standing up. I'm standing up for myself, for what I deserve or what I stand for or who I am. And that is how we're moving forward, or how you're going to, I heard manipulate. Now that has a bad, connotation to it, but it isn't bad in this sense. It's like, how are you going to manipulate the universe now? Command the universe. All right. Okay. Justice. Okay, with fairness You have, Taurus, you have to find that balance. It's always about finding balance, but it's about being fair. It's not like you're going to ask for anything that is going to hurt other people. So along the way, you've been hurt a lot, but it doesn't mean that you would be that person, not even to those people, you know, because I feel like you have an awareness, you have leveled up in your spirituality, even to the point where you don't want to harm or send yourself down a notch or a rung off on the ladder. It's like you've worked so hard to get to this certain point that you don't want to like step down in any way. And just doing something or wishing some ill will to somebody else, you've realized that there's just no way you would do that, just because you don't want that on you. They may have wanted it for you, and that was super painful, but they weren't aware. They're not as aware of how things work as you are, Taurus. So spiritually, you are not going to do anything to anyone, or especially for yourself, that isn't going to be, there it is, Queen of Pentacles, that isn't going to be fruitful. All right, you are the top of the top, the cream of the crop. You're sitting pretty, okay? Not only that, but you are beautiful. It's almost like you're commanding presence. People look at you. You don't know why sometimes, but they just look at you because your energy is commanding, your life. You're commanding your presence, your energy around you. Okay, I'm actually seeing like your aura. It's more than an aura, but I don't remember the name of it. But it's just the way the aura and the energy around you cycles. It just cycles. And when you are on your tippy top, when you're feeling good and you're in the flow, you don't have to worry, because it's like this aura energy is flowing so well that it automatically is kicking off any negativity. It's kicking away anything that doesn't belong. And this is like a huge thing that's coming through right now. To me, it's like a huge lesson that if you can vibrate in this flow state, knowing, and it's knowing who you are and how magnificent they're saying you are. If you can just hold that vibration, then you don't have to worry about going anywhere, doing anything, or having anything attached to you that is going to be actually in your field. We're constantly blending and rubbing up against each other's fields and stuff like that. But when you're vibing high like that, nothing's going to stick, in other words, to you that you don't want, unless you dip down. Okay. Now, while you guys are, I'm having, I don't know, spirit guides, or they're on my left side, and they're kind of behind me, and I keep getting the shivers and tingles. So if you're getting that, you can let me know if you get that during the reading, because it's almost like they're giving confirmation of things that I'm saying. Okay. So they're talking about belief being the key. The Sun card. See, when I'm shuffling, if the card doesn't fall out, I just want to say this because it sounds like looks like I'm just picking a card, because the card was behind. I'm listening to what they're telling me. So I'm using my senses to like pick up the card. Okay, it's the Sun card. All right, so beautiful. That's like the center of everything in the reading is the Sun card. Boy, they were right. This is an excellent reading for you, Taurus. If they're not looking up already, I feel like things are definitely going to be looking up. And you're going to be magnetized. You're going to have your magnetism. So they're talking about flow, but also magnetism. You're going to be magnetic. You're going to start drawing people and things and your wishes and whatever it is that you're creating to you more readily, more easily. They said in good order. So maybe you need maybe you're saying something like, maybe you journaled something like, I want this first, second, third. So they're talking about good order. Okay, so let's see. They were saying something to me about being happy to receive this reading, or to be here, happy to receive the reading. Okay, let's see. What else for Taurus, please? Okay, let me see. I feel like there's a woman here, a mom. Okay. She's wearing, this could be like a skirt and a top, but the skirt is kind of full, like a lot of material around it. Okay, it's like a J name, Jan, Jen, something like that. So if you have a mom or someone in spirit named that, there's almost like a Little House on the Prairie energy here, like the mom from, I don't know why, Little House on the Prairie, which is not her, but I mean, maybe she was like a lady from the country, or, you know, it was kind of that kind, loving mom. I don't know how that fits, but yeah, she's sewing something also. Or maybe you were recently sewing a button on, or sewing something. We have Ace of Swords. I feel like this is a new communication that's coming to you, but maybe you have not even heard from this person in spirit. So this person being here is a new communication. So maybe they haven't been passed over that long. I don't know. So I'm not going to... I have a whole playlist of Spirit Speaks videos. I just did one the other day because I hadn't done them for a while, but I think I'm going to do more of those so that you guys can go. You can always go through that playlist and see if you recognize anyone that had come through. But I do want to honor her and ask her what she wants to tell you and what she wants to tell everyone. She's talking about kindness being key, and so I don't know if something recently happened that was unkind, and she's just talking about how, you know, how she would have responded and how you should respond with kindness. And that kind of goes along the way of not throwing yourself out of balance by responding to someone in anger. Okay, and there's also some, I feel like little children running around. I don't see them fully, but I see them kind of like running around, maybe running around her or you. Okay. I heard Peter is a good boy. Okay. Let's just see what else happens. What else, Spirit, for Taurus? I just heard no, 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 no. So if you were just saying no, no to like someone, okay, a lot of times Spirit will tell me what you're doing. That way you know for sure that they're watching you, or they see you, or they know what you're up to, okay? So for some reason I just heard no, no, no. Okay, so maybe you said something to the dog or whatever. Okay, maybe to a kid. All right, let's see. Okay, she's saying play more. Okay, so there's a need for more play. Don't be so serious. It feels like a lot of responsibility weighing on your shoulders, so that makes you automatically keep always thinking about your responsibility, thinking about, that heaviness. So you're not as playful as you normally would be. So her message is to play more. There's also a young man here. I don't know if it's still related to the same group. Wouldn't you know it? Did I say there's a young man, and I get a card, Page of Cups, a young man with kind of that little brown or a little bit darker hair I'm seeing. Probably around 15 years old. You can see if the number 15 fits in any way, like the day of the month or whatnot. But there's also this young man here. Okay. All right. Let's see. What else? I feel like not everybody wants to hear from Spirit. So I want to make sure that if it's I won't ever say no to them, but... All right, Six of Pentacles. So we're talking about balance here, talking about balancing money or somebody getting more or less than the other person. And I feel like fairness will be, something will be settled. Something that'll make it more fair will be settled. Okay, Taurus. And let's get one more card and see. I don't really get anything from this young man. He's just kind of looking over everything. He's very curious, but very almost shy. Kind of a shy energy, but he's curious. Like he wants to see what's going on here, but he doesn't really say much of anything. Okay, but I felt that tingle again. So maybe if this is your loved one and you feel that little tingle kind of behind your head, like touching your hair, or you get a chill, I feel like he comes close to you and you may not know it's him. So he's here to tell you that it is him. All right, let's still get one card, please, Spirit, to close the reading out. Now, the last reading, I tried to get the final card, and it didn't come out either. So, that's fine. Top card, okay. Five of Swords. Okay, Five of Swords is being, you being, what's the word? Triumphant over some kind of a battle, okay? But it may not have been really great for you because who you were battling may have been another friend or a family member or somebody that it's kind of like you won, but it still didn't feel great, if that makes sense. Okay, so Taurus, whatever that was about, it could have something to do with, these people in spirit talking about a disagreement you might have had, maybe even with them. So that they know that it's no big deal. They're not holding that against you, or they're not holding on to that. Because when we go to spirit, then we're pure love at that point. We're not holding on to that. So that's a message that they want you to know. And then can we just have one more card from the angel deck to close the reading? Whoop. Okay. One more card. Okay. They're saying top card again. So I usually finish shuffling and then choose the top card. So it is Archangel Michael, the Emperor, number 4, if that makes sense to you. Organization and logic, structure and discipline, and leadership. Okay, so we're talking about structure, discipline, and balance is in there too. Or organization, I would say balance. All right, logic, leadership. So this is you. This is you emerging from, as we were saying, as the magician, as this very positive reading, and being a leader. Okay, So let me know in the comments how you liked it, and hit the little bell and subscribe and do all those things so you'll know the next time I do it, because I'm not on a schedule. Thanks. Bye.